Okay.
I don't know. I said I had a De'Aaron Fox take
Okay.
that I would like to get to. He's James. I'm Kyle. We're sponsored by Jiffy Lube. This is the Insiders here on ESPN 1320, Sacramento's sports leader. I'm going to take this time real quick to remind you that you can. Where did my paper go? Oh, it's over here. Nope, it's not. Where is it? There it is. I want to remind you, this is not the right thing. Whatever. I stink. You can download the James Ham and Kyle Madsen Show podcast wherever you get your podcast. That is the Insiders podcast version.
The Insiders, the podcast version, which is called the James Ham and Kyle Madsen Show.
Right. Download that, subscribe wherever you get your podcast. We would really appreciate that. So if you do miss anything, we're live from 10 a.m. to noon. But if you miss anything, all of the content is available at the James Ham and Kyle Madsen Show podcast, wherever you get your podcast. All right, De'Aaron Fox. Maybe this was obvious to everybody else, and I'm just catching up here. But given Domantas Sabonis, given the inclusion of DeMar DeRozan, given a potential leap from Keegan Murray, given what Malik Monk means to this team, I had some questions about what this looked like for the Kings in a big spot. Just fourth quarter of a playoff game, 5 minutes left.
Mm-hmm.
You know, whose team is it? The Kings are still very much going to go as far as De'Aaron Fox takes them.
I totally agree.
Like that, for as great as Domantas Sabonis is, and I think he's been even better this year than he was last year, as outstanding and beyond my expectations that DeMar DeRozan has been, it is still very clear to me that when De'Aaron Fox is as good as he was last night, it takes the Kings to a level that they can't get when he is taking a backseat. He is still, to me, their 1A. Again, this is not to say that he has to be the guy down the stretch of every game. We've espoused the contributions of 4 other players late in last night's game.
Mm-hmm.
But when they needed it, when they were down 15 in the third quarter and starting to let go of the rope, it was De'Aaron. He is still that dude. He is still capable of getting to his spot in the mid-range whenever he wants. He can get to the basket whenever he wants. If he starts shooting the 3 with more consistency here, he's going to be able to get that whenever he wants. I think that it's going to take. Obviously, it's a team sport. Everybody's going to contribute. Sometimes some guys are going to have big nights, but the Kings are going to go as far, especially in the postseason, as De'Aaron Fox is going to take them. And that became very, very clear to me last night.
No, I'm with you. I think not only is he the guy that can score and can, like make the engine run, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's also quietly developing into one of the better on-ball defenders at the point guard position in the league.
Mm-hmm.
He currently is in the top 5 in steals. Again, he led the league last year, right around 2.1, 2.2 steals. He's 2.1 right now. He's like second in the league in deflections per game, but overall he leads the league in deflections. Like there are things that he's doing to make himself into a more well-rounded, better player.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't have to be a statistical leap. It just, you have to be more consistent. So far, I think that would be my one complaint. We haven't seen the consistency from him, not from one game to the next and not from one quarter to the next. But I also would point out that he's really trying to learn how to play with a incredibly ball dominant player. And he's never had to do that before. Even Tyrese Halliburton wasn't this type of ball dominant player where you throw it to him and you don't know that you're getting it back. And I know that DeRozan has some assists, but man, this dude's shooting 18 shots a game. Like he's averaging 18 shots a game. That's a lot.
Yeah.
If he gets closer down to 15, I think number one, he'll be more efficient, but it'll fit more into what the Kings are doing. He's at 17 per game right now.
Yeah.
So look, I think it's tough. I think Fox is sort of feeling out the situation a little bit. And then he got the message. Whoever had the message at halftime, whether it was him or it was someone else, he got the message and took it to heart and went out and played out of his mind and saved the Kings.
Yeah.